Would you like to know a secret about the future? Come here. There's a lie that we've been sold. A neat little myth wrapped in productivity quotes and TEDx talks. The lie is this: if you just keep going, you'll eventually arrive. But here's what no one tells you. You might be sprinting in the wrong direction. You may be climbing a ladder that's leaning against the wrong wall. And by the time you realize it, you've got sore legs, blisters, and a lifetime of almosts. But by the end of this video, I'm going to give you a question. One question that could change the course of your entire future, if you're brave enough to ask it. But first, why should you listen to me? My name is Selinger. I've stood on some of the most exclusive stages. I've performed for billionaires on television and on the biggest cruise ships on Earth. But I wasn't handed this life. I designed it, I dreamt it, I built it. And now I help other people like you, do the same. I don't sell fantasies. I expose traps. And today we're going to talk about the biggest trap of all: momentum in the wrong direction. Let's start here. The lie of keep going. We praise persistence like it's always a virtue, like it's always a noble grind. And much of what I talk about on this channel deals with the idea of sticking with it, being persistent, blocking out the noise. But sometimes, well, let me tell you a story. You've seen him. The guy at the gym who's always there. It doesn't matter what time you go, 6 a.m., lunchtime, 8 p.m., he's there. He's in compression gear. He's got the big jug of pre-workout, maybe even a tripod to film his set. He's chalking up for curls, talking about mind-muscle connection, giving unsolicited form tips to strangers. And then you realize he looked exactly the same last year. Actually, he looked the same the last 3 years. The body hasn't changed. The strength hasn't improved, but he never misses a day. So what's going on? He's confusing movement with progress. He thinks effort equals growth, but he's not adapting. He's not recovering. He's not changing his routine or doing the hard thing, which may be resting or tracking or asking for help. He's performing progress, but he's not making any. And that's the thing. That guy isn't just at the gym. He shows up in careers, in relationships, in dreams. Busy, loud, committed, but going nowhere. The lie is that forward motion equals success. But if you're going the wrong way, speed won't save you. It'll just get you to failure faster. So the shift, it's stop and think. Sometimes the boldest move you can make is to just stop. And I don't mean quit. I mean pause, reflect, adjust. That takes courage. I remember when I said no to my first steady gig, it was terrifying. The money was decent, the client was reliable, but it was taking time away from the thing I actually wanted to build, my show, my message. Saying no felt like a failure, but it was freedom. Because when I stopped saying yes to the wrong things, I created space for the right things to show up. And let me tell you a story about when I first started doing magic full time, how I was leaning my ladder against the wrong wall. It wasn't intentional. I was working on what I thought I needed to work on. I was building shows and products that I thought would sell well, not what was necessarily singing to my heart and would sell well. I was working on magic acts, and I even took them to competitions, and I wasn't winning anything, and I was becoming frustrated. The big turning point for me is when I got a mentor. Jeff McBride came into my life. He began to instruct me on performance magic, and I began to change the way I saw the art form. I began to ask the difficult questions. I began to ask, is what I'm doing now working? And it wasn't, so Jeff helped me adjust. And that adjustment allowed me to reimagine what I was doing, and that allowed me to win. And the rest, as they say, is history. The same thing happens in social media, on YouTube, in careers, in any endeavor. Often we head down a path that seems right, but we don't have the perspective to understand that we've got the right attitude, the right ambition, and we might even have the right types of goals, but we're just going about it all wrong. We've got the ladder on the wrong wall. We talked about choosing the impossible dream and staying with it, and that is true, but we still need to have the ability to put the right voices into our life and adapt when necessary. Adjust. And that leads to the secret. This is the question, and here is the secret. Ask yourself this: if I keep doing what I'm doing now, where will I end up? It's a simple question with a scary answer, because most people don't want to face it. They'd rather keep moving than look up and realize that they're on a treadmill. Worse, someone else's treadmill. This question saved my career. It adjusted my life, and it saved my life. And if you take the time to really answer it brutally, honestly, it could save yours too. So here's your challenge. Take 10 minutes today, just 10. Sit with that question. No distractions, no Instagram, no podcasts, just you and a pen and the truth. Because your dream isn't buried somewhere in the future. It's buried under your current routine. And if you don't stop and ask, you may never find it. I'm Derek Selinger, and I don't just believe in my dreams, I believe in building them. If this hits you, then the next video is going to break something wide open. We're talking about what to do when you've got a dream, but you're too scared to commit, scared to be that person. You know the one. You're not alone, and you're not stuck. Let's keep going, but this time in the right direction.